Happy New Year, Christmas, and all the above to all the nice, fancy listeners out there. I'm Evan.
And I'm Phil, de Vitesse for the Intimates. Thanks for tuning in, folks.
Yeah, welcome to Whispers from the Void. Hopefully, if you haven't been here, welcome. If you've been here before, thanks for coming back. The new year rolled in, and it took only 6 days for everything to go to hell. Kanye West is divorcing Kim. The Weekend destroyed his face. The Capitol building has got ransacked. But all is well. All is well in the world other than that. So, we're start 2021 with a bang.
What I said with one of my friends, it's like 2020 was a trailer for 2021 because it's gonna be worse. It's going to be worse.
2021 is like a DLC. The way I keep thinking of it. 2020 is a game, 2021 is a DLC.
You know the game Azura's Raft?
Yeah.
It's the same thing. The end is like in DLC.
Yeah. The whole game it's not done yet. We're not out of the woods. But hey, you know what? People are getting the vaccine now, so maybe we'll be able to go outside, see each other, and go to shows. And I mean, because really, I think that I thought about this the other day, but I love doing this, and I love doing this with Phil. But if we still had shows to go to, I don't know if I could do it. I'm not kidding, because I would try to go to as many shows as I possibly could. Thursday night was always a big night. Around here at least, so I was always busy Thursday night, so I felt like I needed to do something. I mean, it just works out that now we have this, so maybe one day we'll do show reviews.
Yeah, that could be good.
Yeah, we'll just talk about, I mean, we do know people that do show reviews. I can't think of them off the top of my head. Maybe I'll have Phil put it in the comments. I'll figure it out later, but they do like show reviews and talk about the performances and give their feedback. So it would be pretty cool just to do little ones,
just doing reviews in some way,
or just talking about it. I mean, not even so much reviewing it, but just talking about the experience, what bands are hot right in the fucking live show world. But without further ado, we're going to talk about New Year's resolutions, because obviously it's the new year. We're fucking 7 days in. My birthday is actually this Tuesday.
Oh, nice.
I'll turn the ripe age of 25. A quarter of my life is already gone. And I still don't know how to feel about it. So I do have some heavier beers with me tonight to try to cope with that.
Hey everyone, let's say that at your home. Happy birthday in advance, Evan.
Oh god. Yeah, it still hasn't fully hit me and I'm not coping well. So but yeah, we're gonna talk New Year's resolutions and maybe just kind of do an agenda free, just talk about what we're going to think this year is going to bring. Obviously 2020 was really good for bands in a way, because we got a lot of releases. I know it sucks because you can't go out and tour them, but there was a lot of really good albums that came out, just going to make the next touring cycle really, really good. And have a lot of diversity in it. I'm hoping between a lot of bands that probably didn't normally tour that are probably going to take advantage of it, just because, I mean, everyone's going to go to shows. I mean, if you were much like me and Phil, you're dying this year, man. You were dying last year. You're going to die this year a little bit, because hopefully the summer circuit can kind of pick up. But even then, I mean, how close is it going to be? It might actually be fall by the time we could start really seeing some shows again.
Of course. Hopefully. Course, you want to know something? We are on lockdown, a big lockdown, from Saturday to start of February. We are in lockdown,
dude, that sucks.
With curfew. So it's
we have a curfew here too, but really what happens is nobody does anything. That's really what goes down. Nobody pulls you over. Nobody asks what you're doing.
And you can, if you get caught, you pay like $1,000 to $6,000 or something like that, because
Yeah,
it's gonna
dude,
be
I don't know.
dead for us if we get caught.
We don't have that. I don't know anybody. I know people who have been out past curfew multiple times. I've driven past curfew many times. I mean, whatever. They don't really care. It's just loose, you know. It's supposed to be 10 or something like that, but fuck it. Nobody really
Our
gives a
curfew
fuck.
is like 8
Yeah.
to 5.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see. That'll be interesting for you guys. That's tough luck, but
Yeah,
what are you gonna do?
but people are like kids, man. People are like kids. They're like, "Oh, I don't want to do what the government is telling me to do. Fuck off."
I think the curfew though is kind of like overkill, because at this point, like, you already took away the shows, the bars, the restaurants. I mean, what the fuck else?
But
what is anybody gonna do?
Dude, the problem is not only that, it's because like us, we don't go to shows, fine, but there's the other part of population that don't care about shows, don't care about bars, but they just want to go out. And they want to go out, but like they don't care about the bar being closed, they just go out. And they go buy beers and they are chilling in the park, but you can't because it's curfew. And there's police to tell you that. Like one time I was with my friend, and it was like I was with my friend Nick one time, and I wasn't supposed to be there. So, but I was like, okay, let's do it. I go back to my house. Guess what I saw like before I go to my house? A fucking policeman. And the police just stopped me. He's like, okay, control for alcohol. Okay, but it's this guy's as a control for COVID. So I just passed something. Like I just said, hey, I had to help my friend for something, for music. And he was asking question. I was like, oh, what the fuck, man? Just let me go, please. I did nothing wrong. I'm not Trump, man. Fuck off.
Dude, it's so tough. And like the other thing too is I personally believe that curfews are worse, because what it does is people decide that they're just like, if they go to a friend's house, they're just going to decide they're going to stay.
Yeah.
And then what do? If someone is exposed, you just expose them longer. You get everyone else exposed. I mean, I don't know. Maybe I'm just doom and gloom. But anyway, we've neglected the big one. We got some beers to introduce real quick. I am going to go first. I have one that I've known of this brewery for a little while, and a lot of people around me, especially in Connecticut, I've seen have been drinking these. But this one's called Heretic. Juicier Than You.
Oh, damn.
And it's a let's see, they're from Fairfield, California. Heretic Brewing. Let me see what's in this boy. Oh yeah, it's basically for juice heads. It tells you right off the bat. They got mango, a little bit of lactose. Very tropical. I would show you the color, but unfortunately, I have a Stein with me because I'm on that bullshit again.
But what is it? It's like, it's a sour?
No, it's a
IPA?
IPA.
Okay. Nice. God damn.
Oh yeah, it's a New England style.
Oh, Mickey's love beers.
Oh boy, Mickey loves the booze. But
you want some booze, Mickey? How about that?
It's pretty good. It's only 6.5, but I've had one already, and I mean I like them, but yeah, they're definitely for juice heads. I am not. I don't know. I'm more. I like the dark bitter stuff. So something like this is kind of out of my realm a little bit, but I do enjoy them from time to time, especially once we start getting into spring.
I love juice, but in springtime or spring or summer, the end of summer, like debut fall, I love it. I love juicy stuff even winter, but in winter, and all I have it's fucking stout right now. I just have that. Mm-hmm. So let's go with my beer. It's called Apocalypse. It's a 2015 version. It's a double stout, Belgium double stout. It's from Brasseurs RJ. In Quebec, they are like a big company too. Like they own a lot of breweries over there, like a lot of big breweries like Saint-Ambroise and a lot of other breweries. So it's a double stout, and I had this in 2015, and it was like edition 2015 too. So now I got a bottle 2015 in 2021.
So why do they call it the 2015 edition?
It's because they did it in 2015. Like they brewed that beer in 2015, and they let that one like in barrels. They let age this one in barrels.
So that beer has been in a barrel since 2015.
Yeah, like what I have like the description in English too, so it's pretty useful.
Perfect.
So here comes the Apocalypse, a double Belgian stout. This dark elixir undergoes double fermentation, first with an English yeast, then with a Belgian one to bring out its distinct character. That's pretty interesting. So it's double fermentation, one with English yeast, one with Belgian yeast. That's what I read. So yeah, it's pretty cool. Pretty cool. And as I opened that one, because it's a little bit long to open, I want to share a word, because at the beginning of this week, we got a big loss, I think one of the first loss of this year.
Yes.
And it's only once a week, and we already lost someone. That's terrible, man. So maybe Alexi Laiho from Children of Bodom quit this world. And honestly, I just couldn't make a tribute for him, because this guy was my hero in my teenage years. Like from maybe 15 to like 17, he was my biggest hero. Like I was watching everything of Children of Bodom. I was listening every album, and I was like a big fan. And I'm still a big fan, but I know the last album were like so-so, and we all know that. But yeah, you got the classic, you got Are You Dead Yet, you got Downfall, you got all the classic of that band. It's just fucking epic. And that guy, well, he was a big drinker. Like when we say big drinker, it's like very intense. Like there's a lot of interview with him talking about beers, so you can check that out if you want. Everyone at home, you can check too. He was a big drinker. At the end, not so much, because he stopped partying, because it was like ruining his life, ruining his health. And what I heard, he passed away because of those health problem. So I don't know what is the specific reason, but yeah. So let's pour that little dog boy over there. Ooh, look at this color.
Oh, beautiful.
Beautiful.
Nice nutmeg color.
Nutmeg color. So we have that, and let's do a little cheers to our buddy Alexi Laiho.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Rest in power. It's always sad when, like,
let's start with another band. Archfire.
Yeah. I got my Expander shirt. It's a nice little digital single. It's gonna be good. For those that don't know and you didn't listen, the last episode that we had in 2020 was with Jerry Monk, the metal architect, and I had Expander number 5 or 6 on my list. I can't quite remember now. For 2020 album of one of the albums of the year. So,
hey, just before we are going on the subject, do you have some album that you wait for 2021. Like I have one just to talk about real quick. The new Brand of Sacrifice would be sick. It would
Brand
be
of
so
Sacrifice
sick.
is high on my list. I believe we'll be getting new Half, which will be huge. Great fucking guys.
I
and great
commanded a
music.
shirt just because of that, and because I love Peter and everyone. So,
Mall, a
ooh,
band I talk about a little frequently from Fargo, North Dakota.
I think Archspire is doing something. Like
Archspire.
they finished recording with Dave Otero in Colorado.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's gonna be sick. This year is gonna be sick.
Yeah. If there's anybody else, I think Ingested will be having some new stuff coming out.
Ooh.
But I don't know. I think that what's coming out is
An
a
EP?
re-release of
re-release.
one of their beginning EPs or something like that. It was like something like with some of their very, very early stuff. But I'm looking forward to that. New Werewolves.
Ooh.
Yeah, that will be good.
Yeah, Werewolves was good, but as I said, like I'm curious to hear about it because the first album was good, but it wasn't like the best for me. But I'm curious for the rest.
Yeah, and that's really some of the only stuff off the top of my head right now. So yeah, we really didn't come in here 100% prepared, but hey, we're gonna do what we gotta do. So a New Year's resolution for the show. I think we would like to do. You know what would be cool is if we did some games. We did more games, just you and I, and we played fucked around a little more. That'd be cool.
More games. Like recently, I'm watching like this channel called Smosh. I don't know if you know about them.
Yeah, Smosh. You don't know Smosh?
I know Smosh. Come on,
dude,
it's like,
they were huge. They were huge back in the early 2000s, and then Ian and Anthony.
I challenge you, Pikachu.
Yeah, then Ian and Anthony broke up because
they broke up because problem with DeFi. Because Anthony was like problem with creativity, and like he got a lot of problem with that. And DeFi was a big bitch. It was like the ancient owner of Smosh. And when DeFi just broke up, DeFi Media, Jan was like, I will continue Smosh independently. And then Mythical Entertainment, which is the company of Red and Link, which are doing the Good Mythical Morning. They bought Smosh, and now Smosh is a part of Mythical Entertainment. Yeah. So you have a lot of people there, like Shane Top. I love this dude. Like a lot of people are from Disney Channel, but
I like Gus.
Gus, I think is he here?
I can't remember his last name.
I'm not sure if he's here
hilarious.
anymore.
I do like watching those make them laugh ones with the water and they spit it out.
Yeah. Now they have harmonica.
Yeah, it's pretty fucking hilarious. I like the water better, honestly.
Yeah, but the harmonica is good because they're like they just don't want to laugh, but it's like. But yeah, so like not doing like Smosh, but maybe just inspired by them. That could be cool. Like the games I planned with the other guests, it was based on another show that I watched. It's in French. It's called A Good Moment. Un bon moment. A good moment. And that guy was inventing a lot of games. Like one game is like you have some music in your ear, but it's like 6 songs at the same time. And you have to guess one of the songs each time. And when you guess one, it goes away and you have to guess the other songs. It's a real shit show, but that could be good to do.
yeah, that would be
intense, to be honest.
That would be something. Yeah, I don't know about that.
Yeah, I'm not sure if Zoom will tolerate that. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I mean, people forget it's just you and me.
If
zooming across the world.
if we meet in the real life, we do that. We do a show like two of us, like if I come in Mass or you come in Canada, like we do a show.
Chances are I'm gonna come to you before you come to me. That's the chances.
Nah, that could be the chances because I don't have my passport now.
Yeah.
I have to make it, but it's complicated. Fuck off. but I will try to make it.
It's easier for me.
You have your passport and also.
Yeah.
I don't have mine.
Closer. I can just get to Montreal in no time.
Yeah, like it's 6 hours and a half for me to come to you. It's 6 hours and a half. It's like 4 hours from Montreal or something like that. So it's pretty nice. Pretty nice.
Yeah, I think I'm only 4 hours away or something like that from Montreal right now.
But yeah,
it just like blows me away.
it just blows me away that you are at 6 hours and a half from me, because going to another place called Sept-Îles, it's like at the east of Quebec. It's like 8 hours and a half just to go there, and it's like less time just to go in the States.
The shit doesn't make sense.
It doesn't make sense.
Geography, man.
Fuck geography, man. Just like you take Toronto, you place it there. You take Massachusetts, you place it like just like neighbors with me. You take Boston, go in the trash, man.
Yeah. You know what's funny is I've watched like this year was a lot about like sitting back for me and just kind of taking a lot of it in between the political debates and the fucking COVID and this and that, because my life really didn't get affected a whole hell of a lot. Thank God, whatever. Because I still worked. I went to work today and like we've been just plugging along straight through. I mean, I got married, so like I got some other big things hopefully coming next year. But it's just been wild to me. And you know what? I didn't realize how much the world is invested in the US politics, which kind of blew me away a little bit, because honestly, like, I don't know how everybody feels on the outside looking in, but being on the inside, dude, it's been a fucking shit show for close to fucking 15 years probably, from what I can gather. It's just been fucking bullshit all throughout. I just can't believe that a lot of what happens here affects everybody else, because I don't look at us as like a powerhouse anymore. We really aren't. We're kind of like not even close to say even most of the Scandinavian countries in like Europe, and really just a lot of different countries in Europe. So it's just that kind of little thing blew me away. So honestly,
with Trump, like this, I don't know the word, but like just Trump quitting, and like Joe Biden, if he does nothing, like if he tries too much to just repair everything that Donald Trump just broke, if he tried too much, I don't know, man. I don't fucking know. Your politics is fucked up. You're fucked up, man.
Well, the thing is like Obama did all these things, and then Trump's presidency was basically him trying to undo everything Obama did.
But
and then that was pretty much it. That was pretty much what he did.
Do you agree, like, with what Obama did in that day? Like,
I mean, the thing is I was still like, when he was really a president, I was in middle school, high school.
Yeah.
So a lot of stuff he did didn't really affect me. But when I, basically came out of that and started working and, bought, rented out a place and lived on my own and started doing that, I started to realize, because I was basically, when I moved in here was basically when Trump was campaigning. And at the time it sounded great, because I identify, like, I am part of like I guess voter wise, and I get my ballot, when I get my thing, they know me as a Republican. But I like to think of myself as like a kind of loose Republican, really. I'm not really like, I'm not really at heart. I am way beyond. I think that, and what I've really come to terms with, I've had to really sit and digest a lot of this stuff. And this is really the only politics I want to talk about because it's just like an epiphany I had today.
Like, we can talk about politics, but not too much, just enough.
Yeah, a lot of people talk about democracy, like, or they want certain things from this democracy, but really what they talk about is socialism, which kind of like is so weird because it's like everything they talk, they want this provided, they want that provided, they want this taken care of, they want people to feel safe, they want people at homes and stuff. Basically all the ideals that they bring to the table that they want Congress to do, they want the presidents to do, is socialism. They're socialistic ideas. And I don't know, that's just something that I thought of today that I was like, I think that the whole idea of, I think what really has ruined our democracy is the idea of capitalism. Because now it's just about things, and it's just about like, who can have the most money at any point. And I like, honestly, I'm at the point in my life going forward where I just don't need a lot of shit. So like, I don't really care. I just want to make enough where we can survive, and that's it. You don't need to light the world on fire.
I think capitalism, as good as it can be, it's also bad. But on a lot of aspects, like capitalism, at the basic, in theory, it's good. Like, talking about money, talking about like just having shit for you and all the stuff for you, like at some point is good. But the problem is it's all when it goes out and like just doing a shit show, that's where it's bad. That's where it's like, dude, fuck capitalism. It's like every other ideology, at the basics, at the core of it, it's good. But when it's going like upside down, that's where it's going at the shit show. Communism was like that, and a lot of shit like that. But I'm not a big head, like a connoisseur of those things. A connoisseur. Like I don't know. I know shit about that. So
I know the bulk of what I know is basically what I take from BBC and what I learned in high school, because I took a class on international governments and shit like that, which basically means I know nothing. So honestly, which I'm fine with. I know basically jack shit.
In high school, in our high school, we got like a course, like I think in 5th secondary, it's like equivalent of the 11th grade or 12th grade.
Yeah, so I was in 12th grade when I took
that. Like it's equivalent of 12th grade, like ish. And that course was like, it's called contemporary, or it's called Monde Contemporain. It's like, it's a course about the world. And it's a course that is talking about politics and geographic and geopolitics and social stuff and all the things like that. But the problem is, it's like a little course, but you have to talk about a lot of shit. Yeah. You can't talk about those shits if you don't have like a back or like university program, a degree or something like that. You can't talk about those shit like in deep. You can't. It's impossible.
My favorite part about the class was we went through like the different corruptions. So we started at the most corrupt, right? So we went to a country, I think it was Nigeria, and we went to like the most corrupt government, and then it slowly just kind of like went up from there to the most free, or close to. And we ended up at British Parliament. And we actually one day or for 2 days. For 2 days of class, we had to reenact British Parliament. So the teacher gave us topics to kind of talk about, and we had one side and then the other side, and I'm assuming it was like left and right, and
Damn.
it was just straight hell for 2 days. Like we went at each other, like you read about, and I just remember that like we would win a topic, and then someone would try to refute it, and then we would stand up and be like, "Well, where's your proof? Where's your proof? That where's your support? How do you support this argument?" And and then it dawns on you while you're sitting there and shit talking that you're like, "Oh, this is basically how government operates every day. It's just a bunch of fucking 16-year-olds running around just saying, yeah, you know what? You have no proof."
You have no proof, sir. No proof. I have the proof right here, but it's only paper. You have nothing on this.
It's not real. Like
shit is not real, folks. The system is not broken. It was made that way.
So then the argument started to become, well, how do we present you with proof when we don't have proof? Well, there you go. That's the problem.
I think that could be another resolution. I think some talks like that, it could be another resolution. Just talking and just talking.
Yeah. A lot of this episode is just talking. Bullshit.
Resolution number 3, having bullshit talk.
Yeah. More. Yeah, I don't know. More or less episodes of just shooting the shit.
Just improvising.
Yeah, just improvising. Trying to find things to talk about.
Improvisation from the void.
Yeah. We need to do more. We need to talk a little bit more about maybe some of these band brews that are out there. Yeah. Right now, my favorite's the Pig Destroyer one, the Permanent Funeral.
Dude, if it's possible one day, we have to make a trade. We have to make a trade one day because I want those fucking brews. I want the Three Floyds. I want the KCBC. I could provide you some stuff.
It's just like, Steph Dells he sent me a home brew, and the thing is, it just took fucking like 4 weeks. It took like 4 weeks to fucking get here. So I'm just like, and like luckily his was like a stout. So like it actually, it wasn't that bad. It was very good actually, in my opinion, because
the IPA, I'm not sure.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I see all the time how it's like these you ever get like those ads on fucking Facebook where they're talking about beer lovers package, and like you can fucking sign up for like packages of beer and they fucking send them to you. Yeah, well, what the fuck, dude? Like, is it cold package? Like, how are you starting? Because I look at a lot of these cans, and like, well, this one doesn't have it, but there's some where it's always being like, keep cold, and there's some beers that you have to keep cold because that's obviously how they're brewed and what they're supposed to be. But like this one, like I have this will probably, heads up, this is probably my beer for the next episode.
Okay.
But here we go. It's the chocolate pecan pie ale.
From Wormtown.
From Wormtown. Yeah. Ooh, good job, Philippe.
Like you presented on another thing. Like I think it was New Year's Eve.
I did. I put it. Yeah. Or something like that. Or no, it was a snow day, right?
When it's a table talk pie with another brewery, I know it's Wormtown because you showed me like I think it was the pumpkin pie from Table Talk Pies and Wormtown.
Blueberry. There was I've had the pumpkin pie one, which is delicious.
I think,
and I had a blueberry sour from them that was also brewed with the pies.
I think a good beer, like a good mix,
delicious stuff. But like I think
that could be another subject of beer. It's what is going to be popular. It's like breweries that are working with coffee shop or coffee torrefactor or something like that. Like when are they working with them? Like this one, it's called the Scotchino. Matt got that one like on the episode with him, and it's a Scotch tail with coffee from this place called Le Nectar in Quebec. Nectar Caféologue. It's a coffee torrefactor or something. No, coffee roasters. That's the problem. I have a bad English, man.
Coffee roasters.
It's a coffee roasters. This beer is from Brasseurs RJ. Very good brewery, to be honest. Like in Quebec, it's one of the goods. Yeah. It's one of the goods. Like if you come in Quebec one day, I will show you all the goods, man. All the goods is in Quebec.
We better, when I come to Quebec one day, we're gonna have a DD because it's gonna get ugly. Or we're just gonna rent a room in Montreal together and just fucking.
We rent a room together because I'm not moving this year because I have a lot of shit problem, and I think I will just buy a car instead of having another apartment. Yeah. And because like I just started school and I will just end like next year. So I'm not sure to move in Montreal now because I have to go to school, which is in Quebec. I want to do like 2 hours and a half each day just to go in my school. That makes no sense. So I will stay to my parents' home. But if you come to Montreal, we're going to Montreal. After that, we go in Quebec. I will do the lift for you. And I have a fucking couch over there. You can sleep there.
Well, chances are, I'll probably
take a room.
I'll probably be with the wife.
Yeah, you rent a room with your wife.
You know, so we'll figure it out.
But I'm just saying, so if you don't want to spend a lot of bucks, like you will be like safe over there. My parents are good. You have a good breakfast. I'm just saying that.
Derby test bed and breakfast.
That's perfect. You got it right, man. You got it right. De vitesse.
Yeah. No, for real. I've thought about it. We'll have to fucking figure all that shit out. Another
resolution. Some French course.
Oh God, yeah. I learned French. Fuck, dude. I can barely speak English, like let alone fucking French.
What do I say now? Bonjour. What does it mean?
Hello.
Exactly. You're good. You are the good path.
Oui.
French, it can be a pain, but I think English is a pain too because
I'm just gonna download that Babbel app and just fucking
honestly Babbel. You can have Babbel or Rosetta Stone. Rosetta Stone is Rosetta Stone is another good app because it's not only like phrases or something like that. It's more like it's words and you just have to repeat it. You have nothing else to do. Like it's pretty easy and you can learn a language just like that. The problem is the price though. I don't know the price like by heart, but yeah. So
I'll figure it out. Maybe I'll just Google Translate everything. I'll just talk and then just have Google Translate it, and then I'll just try to say it.
I don't know if your wife talk about this, but I sent a letter to you for New Year's Eve and something like that, but it will arrive like maybe in 2 weeks because I had some problem. So it will arrive late. But
wasn't it the Christmas card or
the Christmas card? Like she thought like I received yours like this week.
Oh, you got it?
Yeah, I got it. It's pretty nice. But when I was writing your card that I sent to you, I was like, I know the basics of English, so I can write, but I'm like, what do I write here? Oh, let's go on Google Translate. Okay, you can write it like that. Okay, that's what I found. Just to verify myself, because I'm pretty good in English. But the problem is, I think too much in French. So sometimes I just like fucked it up, and yeah.
Yeah. Nothing wrong with that.
That beer is so good, man. It's
I'm gonna have to grab
dark,
another
it's
one
tasty.
of these. Yeah.
It's dark and tasty. So I think we have some resolution over there. So we have like French. I have more
Games.
French.
More guests.
More guests, more games.
More viewers, more listeners, more everything.
I think the problem, well, that's the problem that I want to share about. It's the problem. It's there's too much podcasts with guests. Like when I started the podcast, and that's what I wanted at first, is not having too much guests, because a lot of podcasts that are beginning are just having guests. Because that's what's popular. That's what the people wants. People want guests because...
But we don't do that. We don't give what the people want. Mainstream can fuck off.
Honestly, we don't have to give what people want. We have to give people what they need. That's a sentence that I always repeat myself, because I think that's the problem, and that's the problem maybe linked to capitalism. It's like people want what they want, but they don't think about what they need. So that's what I think. I think we have to give people what we think that they need and what we think that we need.
Yeah,
I think that's
like sometimes people need a nice fucking slappy salmon right to the noggin, you know?
Honestly, sometimes, yeah, because people are like too spoiled. And they're too spoiled with those. But like, I have nothing about those podcasts. Vox and Office is a podcast with a lot of guests, and I love that podcast, but it's more intelligent. Like,
we are not intelligent.
We are dumb. We are dumb, man. We
fucking show up, talk a little bit about stuff, but we're mostly dumb as fuck. It's great. It's great, dude. We do great stuff though. But
yeah, we do great stuff. We are dumb.
I play with my fucking snow globe a lot. I just fucking shake it and put it down. You guys can actually see it now.
I have a snow globe, but a snowball, but it's
mine's
my mic.
Bruins hockey, Renee Raincourt, and the bear.
Ooh.
The bear's got a hockey stick.
I have like this. I can play.
Tape measure? I used to have a tape measure right here. But I don't know where it is now.
I have like this.
The multi-tool.
A multi-tool.
Yeah, look at that.
It was very cool when I was working in that stuff, but now I don't work like in that stuff, so it doesn't. Like, I do nothing with those things, and I have like a box of tool. Like,
you know what would be cool too is if we did. It would be nice if the listeners, you people fucking out there, just fucking sitting in the dark listening to us, you know, or fucking not doing anything at all. It'd be nice. I wouldn't mind doing like a listener episode, like somebody fucking gives us a suggestion. Yeah. Or we just like answer questions, or, you know, do fucking shit like that. You know, give us something to fucking do. That would be cool, because I hate coming up with things for myself to do. If it's up to me, I'm gonna sit on my ass and if I'm not working, I'm gonna sit on my ass and basically not do anything, or I'm gonna play stupid video games. That's what I'm gonna do. It's pretty much it. Pretty much my life in a nutshell.
I'm doing like what I do in my spare time. I'm doing music, or now I'm doing some logo. I did work a logo for you, like, because you're the after party king. So I was like, let's do a logo for Evan. He's gonna like it.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff, but yeah, you know, reach out to us with ideas. We would love to do them.
Honestly, comments, people, comments, please. We need those comments.
Let us know you're out there. Like, review, say something mean or nice. I don't give a fuck. Just say something. Let the people know.
Say something. I won't give it up on you.
Let us know you're into it. Let us know you're listening, or let us know you hate us. I don't care.
Yeah, like
I'll add you to the list of many.
Honestly,
don't like me.
And another resolution I will give for myself for the show is being more present on YouTube. Like just doing the things. Like just to give Whispers from the Void a good credibility and a good presence on social media and some stuff. That's the problem I have. I'm not a social media guy. Like I hate social media, to be honest. Like I'm on here.
I'm not a big fan either. I'm really not a big fan of Twitter.
Let's reach Finn McEntee to have some to have some tips. I don't know if you know that guy, Finn McEntee. He's the guy from Punk Rock MBA. He's doing
I think I know. Yeah, I think I know.
Like he's doing some video about like, well, what killed death metal, what killed black metal, what killed
and like nothing killed it.
Yeah, but that's only a name just to give more attention. Like it's not about killing a genre. It's more like
killing a person.
Why a style is not that popular anymore, or why the style just evolved too much, and why it's not like the core genre that it was, or something like that. But it's not. It's no hate. Yeah. It's no hate for the genre, no hate for the bands, no hate for anything.
I like hate. I like hate.
But that guy is like a social media manager. So like this guy is pretty cool in that stuff and business and something like that. It's pretty interesting, to be honest.
Yeah, I gotta tell you, friggin', Facebook, Instagram, because they're both the same fucking thing. Twitter, all just terrible places. Just terrible fucking places. But I mean, so is Spotify. So is all this fucking stuff. I mean, if you're listening to us you could listen to us watch us on YouTube, listen to us on Spotify, fucking Bandcamp, really the only good one.
We got Audible, Deezer, Pandora now. We got a lot of places that you can listen to us.
Pandora?
Yeah, we got Pandora now.
Wow.
That's perfect. Like I haven't told you about it, but at the end, like I made an entitled image so you can have everything. I made a LINKTREE. So if you want to listen to us on audio, you have the LINKTREE for all the places you can listen to us. We've got Spotify, Audible, Deezer, Pandora, and other shit like that. Yeah. So it's pretty cool. We got Google Podcasts. So if there's more Google people, we got that. Yeah, and maybe someone will say, why not Apple? I got some problem with Apple, so maybe not now.
Yeah, we're working on it. I just got an iPhone 12 mini.
Is it good?
Oh, dude, I fucking love it. Mostly because it's small and fits in my hands. Which is what my wife says about me.
But honestly, like, it's not that I have hate on Apple. It's just I don't like their managing. And I don't like this thing with Apple, just like, oh, you have to update your cell phone every year. You have to update your iMac every year. I don't have this money. I have nothing. Just let me go away, please.
Yeah, I know. It's just a fucking, like, I know this phone is great, but it's going to be fucking tough to have in the coming years, like when shit starts to go. But, whatever. I was due for an upgrade. I had my last phone for 6 years.
Damn.
And finally the battery went, and then I called and was like, hey, can I get a new battery? And they were like, yeah, but it's going to take fucking 5 weeks and it's going to cost you fucking $200. And I was like, well,
fuck off.
Okay. But so here I am, simple customer falling into the trap. So I said, all right, what's it going to take to get a new phone? And then immediately it was like, oh, we have so many options. It's like, I fucking hate you guys.
Fucking hate you.
I knew what they're going to do to me. And of course, like, what am I going to do? I need the phone because the way my job works, I got people that call me all the time. So I'm like on my phone fucking a lot. So I'm like, whatever, dude, just give me the fucking phone. I don't have fucking time for this. And no, I don't have a company phone because it's a family business. And well, yeah, if you're in a family business, you know that's how it works.
Honestly, like what that's what I said. Like, I have nothing against Apple. I just don't like their managing. Because I have a Mac over there, like on the other side, in my room where I sleep, I have a Mac. Because it was $100. It's an old Mac. It just run like a fucking dinosaur. But yeah, it's a good thing. Like, it's a good computer. I have like Adobe Photoshop and like something for my graphics study. So I'm just always on that Mac, just like testing some shit. So yeah.
Check out this sick ass Morn sticker.
Ooh.
You go on Bandcamp.
Nice.
You go on Bandcamp and you buy, like me, you buy some merch. They might send you a fucking sick ass sticker.
I think I will listen to Morn a little bit more. I think I will listen out, and I will have this fucking sticker.
Yeah, I really like them. They're really good. I love their inclusions on death metal, and I mean, you know, I don't know. They're from Mass, so I take a little bit of pride in having a band like them from my home state, because I think that they could really rock the boat, yo.
Like, it's the same thing. Like with my hat, I got like some stickers from Trashed, and I got a sticker called "No Karate in the Pit." If you know J-Hop Films, you know what it means.
Yeah, so, J-Hop Films, dude. I got a patch from them. And I still have to put it on my vest. And
shout out to J-Off and Chris Itzos. You have to listen to us. You're fucking great.
Yes. Go listen to those guys. J-Hop Films. And they have a Patreon now, and you get to see they have special Patreon videos, and they have behind the scenes. And they're really, as far as like Patreon goes, they're very active, which a lot of people aren't on Patreon, which is one of the things I dislike about it, is that you would actually invest money in these people and they don't come through. But J-Hop Films comes through, and it's only like, you know, it's like nothing. It's like $5, you know, like, you know, just to help them out with production and shit like that.
Yeah, it's a good business model. Like, if you are a YouTuber, you just can't count on YouTube anymore. Just can't. So you have to get Patreon. You have, in French, you got this version of Patreon. It's called Tipeee, which is like it proceeds by tip. It's like Patreon. Like, it's the same shit than Patreon, but in French.
Yeah.
So it's for more Europe and something like that, but it started in France. Like, I follow a bunch of people from France, so I know what is Tipeee. So it's like Patreon. It's the same thing.
Yeah, Patreon was definitely new for me. I heard about Patreon through some bands that really started to use it. And I mean, you know what? Like, honestly, if you really love the product, then you should support it, and you should support it as directly as possible, because you know, you can't always trust nowadays, you know, buying something online from like different merch stores or even sometimes labels. Like, sometimes it's just nice to support the band or the people directly, and it, you know, nice little pride thing. But definitely what comes with that is, like, I support 3 groups, and I would say J-Hoff is the most active, the most fulfilling. They do the most. The other 2 are kind of like, you know,
like,
not really a lot of bang for your buck.
I'm not very on Patreon, but what I do most is, like, when Chris Trash was like on live on YouTube, what I did one time is just like send him $25. I just sent it $25 because I love his work, and it was like, Phil, you're the Phil from Voxenops, eh? Like he knows me, and I was like, oh damn, he remembers me. That's fucking nice. And then like, yeah, he's a cool dude. We have to get him on the podcast one day. He's a cool dude.
Yeah, we could talk about Slayer.
Slayer.
Yeah. Fucking, you know.
So
there's a lot. I don't think we're never gonna do a Patreon because I don't, you know, this costs us no money. What we're doing here costs us no dollars.
Honestly, Patreon would be good if we have a lot of followers.
Yeah, I mean, I guess if we ever get to a point where they're like, "Hey, we want merch," you know, then maybe.
Yeah, because like I think Patreon is good if we want to have merch to sell to people. Patreon would be good to pay that. Because
dude, we're just gonna have personal merch.
Mostly Patreon and TP in France is used for so if you have like a production team, it's used like to pay them. Like a lot of people that I know that have TP or Patreon, they're just making like it's the like the salary for the people that are working with them. But if we are only both of us, like this could be used for merch or something like that. But it's gonna be it's not gonna be this year. If we got a boom like in the following and something like that, if we got a lot of followers, maybe at the end or maybe in 1 year or two, and I don't know.
We're like just under 100 people.
Yeah, like we don't have a lot, but it's good to start that way, and we just grow up a little bit and a little bit.
I didn't really think we were getting even that far. So
honestly, I never thought that we would have a lot of followers like that. I thought that it would be like only 2 people just following us, like my mom and your mom.
Dude, you just finished that?
Yeah, I finished that fucking beer. It's just like destroying me from the core, from the insides.
From the inside.
It's from the insides.
Yeah.
Let's do like a reverb, like cerebral run. Let's do like the insides.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I ain't got much else to bring to the table. Next week, I have a couple ideas for next week. We're gonna find out. We're gonna play around some fucking ideas. We're gonna see what happens. So
yeah.
But for those of you out there that follow us and listen to us regularly, thank you. We appreciate the support. We're not trying to light the world on fire, but you know, it's nice to know that when me and Phil talk, it's not just us listening.
And yeah, it's not just going in the void.
Yeah, you know. So, you know. We'll see what happens. One day we'll get together and, you know, have a nice live episode. That would be interesting. I'm sure we won't last 10 minutes because we'll be blasted. Probably.
we will be like, this live is shut down because of DMC, because you put Slayer.
Slayer. Yeah.
Slayer!
Yeah, fucking seriously. But yeah, other than that, I think
shout out, because we have to become
shout outs.
Another resolution, being consistent on shout outs.
Yeah, well, I mean, we were mostly consistent.
Mostly, but
missed
not
a couple days at the end, but hey, you know, we would make up for them. My shout out is actually a band that's been around since 2004 from Ukraine called Khors. That's Khors, and particularly their album that came out last year, Where the Word Acquires Eternity. And Khors, the name, is actually a Slavic god of sun and light. So I don't know. I thought that was pretty cool. They're based, like I said, they're black metal. from the Ukraine, so it's fucking dark as fuck. Mostly revolves around ideological ideas, their music, but I really enjoy it. It's got a nice lively tang to it. So I don't know, it's black metal as it is, it's almost a little more alive for me. I really enjoyed listening to their album. Again, I'm going to be going through a lot of 2020 albums because it was very tough for me to kind of narrow everything in. But this was one that I ended up listening to this week and really enjoyed it. Thought it was really nice. So please give them your love and support.
My shout out, your boy, I'm a progressive dude, so let's go with Thank You Scientists. It's a band that is existing, it's been like maybe 10 years or something like that. They've been created in 2009. What is pretty interesting about that band is like it's progressive metal, progressive rock, and they add a little bit of jazz into it, which is pretty interesting because I'm that dude that just love analyzing the music and stuff. And if you are that person that love analyzing like me, you will like this band. They got 3 albums interactive. It's Maps of Non-Existent Places. The second album, which is my favorite, it's Stranger Heads Prevail. And the last album, Terraformer, which is those last two are masterpiece. They are just masterpiece. Like, even if you don't like jazz, you will like that band because they are mixing a lot of style, but they stay in the roots of metal and rock, progressive rock, progressive metal. It's staying that roots. They go a little bit on jazz, but that's pretty sick. So I think that's it for the episode.
Oh, real quick, which brings us up. We are gonna end up having another episode where we rearrange discography, and Phil. We decided on the band, and Phil is going to hate his fucking life. It's gonna be amazing. It's gonna be great. You guys are gonna want to listen to this. The progressive boy is gonna be thrown through all sorts of loops. I'm gonna make him make hard decisions.
If it's the band that I think, I hate you so much right now.
Oh, it's gonna be awesome. Can't wait.
Fuck. But yeah, so it's the end. It was good to have this episode. I missed you, man.
Yeah, I missed you too, brother. But yeah, so with that said, I'm Evan.
And I'm Phil. Thank you guys for watching. Have a good 2021 year and see you on the next episode. Cheers. Oh yeah.
My eyes hurt after doing that.